something else. Actually, you know what? Let's point it this way. There you go. So it's gonna drive onto the thing. Yeah. Well, that was fun. All right, stream's over. No, I'm just joking. So let's take a look at this giant metal block. Yeah, I just got a bunch of things to show you guys today about all these new update stuff. So these updates, by the way, I suppose I should probably answer some of these questions. This update is probably going to be done later today or tomorrow. So you guys are going to get these new blocks in the mod pack. Oh, what? My icon map's not working. Ah, Scrap Mechanic, why you gotta do this to me? Anyway, there's two new blocks in the mod pack. It's not a big update for the mod pack, but we're working on two updates for like one big update for the mod pack and then another even bigger update for the Modpack BETA. And we should be able to take a look at that stuff too. You guys are gonna get an exclusive sneak peek, but first let's take a look at the just the ice stuff. So this is just a big honkin' metal block. Hello, Dark Chicken 12. How's it going? Durf, next could be car ice hockey. Yeah, or it could be, well, we're going to take a look at all kinds of things that we could be doing with these blocks today, so I'm sure there's going to be plenty of inspiration from this stream. So anyway, as you can see, like the, giant metal block is too heavy to even move, no matter what. We can put it on the ground too, and show you the same thing. Just doesn't move. Does not move. I mean, it's trying to. Ever so slightly, it's kind of moving. So over here, let's go ahead and try it. Bam! Look at it go! No problems at all. And it's out of there. I can't even catch up to it. Uh-oh. 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 So yeah, this is pretty fun. And then, okay, so I got a bunch of stuff to show you guys, obviously. But then we're definitely going to spend some time, because, I'm sure you guys are going to have tons of suggestions on do this, do that, so we'll definitely have time for all of that. Oh, that is so cool. So, as you might have seen then, let's actually get started with the actual explanation stuff. You might have seen, ignore the icons. The icons are the rest of this stream. We're going to show you more stuff, because there were more updates. There's only 2 new blocks, but we did improve the performance of other parts. So, we'll check. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now. So much excitement. But let's show you, a quick comparison. Oh, I got rid of that metal block, didn't I? Let's just use regular metal. Regular metal, none of this stuff. Yeah, we'll just make a little cube. That's not a cube. Alright. And I'm just gonna, I don't know, hit them. I guess I'm looking at a 45-degree angle, right? Downwards. So I just gotta do that to both of them. And that's wow. Wow, I didn't realize. No, this must be broken. This must be broken. Oh, okay, never mind. It's not broken, it's just a lot less slippery than I thought. A lot less slippery than I thought. Okay, it's not broken. Is this for Monday, Durfy Durf? Who knows? Who knows? If I can get the update actually out in time, then yeah, it would be available for us to record tomorrow. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so one thing that I then do want to show you is the. Oh, okay, I want to build. I want to build. I don't like to have to do this by hand. So I'm just gonna cut this off. And just do some copy pasting, I want to get a really big section of this kind of ice, and I just don't like to have to do it. you know, one 16 by 16 pallet at a time. Takes way too... Are you still attached? How dare you be still attached? Sure. Alright, now we just spawn in a couple of these. And we got ourselves, not a skating rink, but, uh-oh. 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 How did I even do any of that? Okay. And, alright, let's start welding. What up, Foggy Contacts? I see you. There we go. There we go. That's gonna be perfect. Alright. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna also cap all this off so I can drive onto this. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. Alright, this should be good enough. Now, one of the hardest things ever for me in Scrap Mechanic, I just need to get a drivable car from my lift. That's one of the hardest things for me ever, because, well, I guess this is, okay, cool. It's from the Jousting Multiplayer Monday. Yeah, there you go. So this is a decent measure of, like, the default performance of a car, I guess? Durf, does Nuke now have Mushroom? No, not yet. That might be one of the things that we're doing for Modpack Beta, though. Okay, stay off the slippery ice for now. But yeah, driving on this, you should be able to just... I can't really show you because I'm kind of terrible at driving. But you should be able to drift. So, like, imagine having a racetrack and then just laying down a bunch of those blocks right around a corner. Everybody's gonna probably drift right into the wall. Now the problem is with the slippery stuff, you have no control whatsoever, so you're definitely gonna be spinning out on the slippery stuff. Which, by the way, you know what, actually? Is it in this world? Is it in this world? There's another thing that I built somewhere. Let's see if I can go find it. Oh, it's not in this world. Yeah, as far as I know. Alright, well, I guess since we're here, let's try out the ski jump. Because I definitely have a couple of builds to show you. So with this new ice block, I built a sled that's just a slab of ice on the bottom and then the rest on top. And it works out surprisingly well. I got 2 rocket sleds. I guess we'll try this one. I don't actually need to do any thrust for this one. Because this should be... Is it going to work while I'm in the seat? Yeah, there you go. So you can see, like, I put little tiny aerodynamic stuff for turning, and just to sort of keep me stable and on track. And then I can do WS, forward and reverse. So yeah, let's go ahead and give it a try. We're gonna give ourselves a little bit of a head start by, there you go, starting right on top of the slanted part. Durf, do bowling with ice, path, and ice ball. See, I don't actually... Desert? Desert? You're getting too far ahead of us. We're gonna take a sneak peek, because like I said, I'm also working on Modpack Beta updates as well. I still haven't shown you all the updates for the Modpack, but we'll get to the Modpack Beta later. The bowling ball has been updated, and you can build your well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Right now I'm trying to sled. Whee! Right? I'm not thrusting right now. This is all sliding. 100% sliding right here. And aerodynamic steering. It's not incredibly fast, so let's just boost it. Whee! Alright, well that was kind of a terrible ride. Just, yeah. Oi, Durf, have you given credit to the guy that's discovered the ice yet? Well, technically, he didn't discover the ice. But we'll get into that. Okay, so what Brent's talking about is, Nick was poking around in the game files with his hacker skills, and he discovered, some new properties for parts, basically. Friction, being one of them, is not super new, because technically we've already known about it, but through the process of rediscovering it all over again, it was the kick in the butt that we needed to, start updating the stuff for these new features, right? There's another new feature that we're going to be talking about too, but right now we're just checking out the friction stuff. Let's pull out the other sled, because I'm pretty sure that one was better. So this sled was based on my spud gun sled, where I just used mini pipes for the steering. And this is, so you always thrust forward no matter what, right? But I have no control over this. I'm just on a slab of ice. So if I add friction to one side or the other, then it'll actually, drag the other side back. And that's how I can steer with this guy. It, sort of works. Sort of not. Oh. Hey, Jorit, 200. Thank you for the €2. I'm just gonna slide this in with the puns. Yeah. So let's actually see if I can make my way back to where I was, because I had another sled that I wanted to show you guys too. Yet another sled. And again, keep in mind that see how how well this is working with the terrain. So all of a sudden, this update makes terrain tiles much more valuable, and I expect to see many more toboggan hills and slalom courses and all kinds of stuff. You hear me? All of y'all. Because I don't make terrain tiles, you do. You guys are the ones that make those. So yeah, we can definitely do challenges. We can do a multiplayer Monday, for example, where you have to toboggan down a hill and you have no thrust. Maybe you have no steering either. You just have to put it down on the right spot on the hill and hope that the hills take you where you need to go. Where was I? Oh, okay. No, I'm getting there. Yeah, we're right there. Perfect. Alright, so here's my other sled. Doesn't look like much, I know, right? There's not even a seat, but that's because it's all hammer operated on foot. Check it out. This is one of the funnest things that I've built in Scrap Mechanic. And it has no moving parts. Nothing but building blocks. And nothing, to use it, you only need one of the first parts in Scrap Mechanic ever. Just the hammer. You can get pretty much anywhere around the map with this. Durf, do you like butter? I mean, it's good. It's good when it's used properly. Like anything else, right? Do you like food? Yes, when it tastes good. Not when it's made poorly. Should be obvious. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm very indifferent to choices of food. I'm pretty easygoing. I'll eat just about anything. But again, as long as it tastes good, I guess. I don't know. Butter is only good raw. Oh my gosh, you guys are crazy. Durf, can you make a live multiplayer Monday? Probably not. Is it possible to make high friction wheels? So, funny story about that. Desert, you're still going like way ahead of the schedule here all the time. Relax. Relax. Where's my, let's go get it, actually. But to answer your question, everything in Scrap Mechanic by default has a friction value of 1? Question mark? Question mark? Right? So, all wheels already have max friction, and that's not something that you actually, like, you don't actually want high friction wheels, or higher friction wheels. You definitely don't want that. Because the current wheels situation right now, let's see, I'm pretty sure these, oh, that's the wrong icon, of course. Okay, so these are the airplane wheels on the mod pack, and they have technically higher friction than normal. And that's only because of the way that I did the collision, I think, is a little bit different than how I did the collision for, or than how, like, the vanilla wheels do their collision. So this is higher, quote-unquote, higher than normal friction wheels, and, like, we have really sharp turning, which, by the way, this is, like, I had to... Normally, this thing has four-wheel steering in the front and back. I actually disabled that, and we're still turning incredibly sharply with this. Now, this vehicle has a completely metal bottom and then wood frame on top. So all the weight, like, it's a lot of design work just to prevent this thing from tipping over. And that's because wheels in Scrap Mechanic have always been, like, kind of sticky, right? So now let's go check out some of the other mod pack wheels. All the way at the bottom. Again, remember these icons are probably the wrong spot. Yeah, see that says vent block. That's not supposed to be that, so ignore the icons, or like they're just one over. But the... I gotta clear this because I don't know which one's which. So the wheels that have adjusted friction might be set it to, you know, it would just set it to max friction or whatever. It's not so ice on ice doesn't do anything. So okay, so for those that are actually eventually going to be getting into this and making their own mods with friction settings, I will explain a little bit about how it works. So for example, this smooth ice block is just straight up 0 friction. The only thing stopping these blocks from just like flying off the end of the runway thing that I built here is the air resistance. Right? It's not the ground friction at all stopping this thing. So this is pretty much 0 friction. Very, very slippery. The only thing stopping you air resistance, right? Slide onto the other one though and it stops almost immediately. And this, I think, I don't have the file open. I was gonna just try and check, but I think this is actually closer to 0.5 or 0.4 or something like that. The idea being that, you know, if you're driving a car on ground, you're used to like that friction, right? You're used to the that behavior, and then all of a sudden you drive on icy rocks, you slip a little bit, you lose some of that friction, but not all of it, right? You're not going to spin out. I mean, depending on how you're driving or what your vehicle's doing, but... So that's like the design behind this performance here. And these are, like, these do sound like rocks. These are heavyweight, or not heavyweight, I think they're like medium weight. This sounds like glass. It used to be destructible, but then I decided against that. Just because it kind of takes away from, you know, the possibility of, like, some of the ideas that I wanted to build, I can't build if these things are destructible. It was a cool idea to have, like, destructible ice, but not really. Not really. And one more thing. I updated the reduced collision block as well. Oh, it's right down here. I updated the reduced collision block. For those that don't know what it even is, look at the icon. It's a cube that has the collision of a sphere. So this is for use when you're making your door hinges or something, and the corners of the blocks are like getting stuck on each other. You put this block on the bearing, and it'll rotate without touching anything because it's round, right? So the update that I put for that is to give this guy 0 friction as well. So it'll just keep on going. No resistance whatsoever, and it's going to be super, super useful for this reduced collision block. Anytime you need something to slide, you know, against each other, this block can definitely help you. But again, like, because it has the, what am I trying to say? Sphere collision, but a square model, you'll get some weird looking behavior sometimes, especially if it's sliding around on the ground like this. But hey, that's actually kind of fun. If you think about it, this can also double as a very useful golf ball. Just, you know, painted a color. This is my golf ball. Boop. Something like that. So, is that all? Is that all of the Modpack updates? I mean, like, obviously there's the different wheel sizes, but the entire wheel, like sand wheels, the entire sand wheel set has all the same settings. So all the wheels of the same set have their settings. A lot of the other wheels that I didn't talk about are still normal. And other than that, yeah, there was no updates with these scripted parts yet. Oh, there is one more update. Yes, and now is the time to show you guys. Now's the time to show you guys, since we're gonna go check out some of the Modpack stuff. No, wait, we're not gonna do that yet. Can I load in some of my other worlds? I hope it's this one. Durf, is it possible to be... Oh. Alright. Alright. Back into the other world. We're gonna build that, we're gonna build a bowling arena. We're gonna build, curling. We're gonna build, a thing. We're gonna build all sorts of things. Alright. Right here, we're going to stick a bearing. We're also going to build a temporary thing. Take that smooth ice, extend it out. Perfect. Probably not that much. We'll do 2. 2 whole thingies. All right, and then from here, I gotta do this better. I gotta do this better. This is gonna turn out horribly. Okay, so then from here, I'm gonna do another one. Maybe something like this. Oh, shoot. I lost it. Durf, if you want destructible ice, but don't want to be able to have destructible ice, just make thin ice. What? Oh, so close. So close. You know what? This problem is solved by that reduced collision block. I mean, let's first remove this. Yeah, and it just lets me put it there. Cool. Whoops. Alright, and then, this is not bowling, by the way. This is not bowling or curling. Just in case you guys couldn't tell. Alright, and then we remove this, of course. Whoop. Hey, and look at that. We got ourselves a jump. Instant jump. All right, now let's drop some metal blocks. There's a big boy. Bloop. Is it gonna make it? Oh, it didn't make it over. Huh. Okay, so you wanted to drop ice on ice, right? I'm pretty sure this is gonna go, like, way, like, right off the thing. No questions asked. Right off the edge. It is going faster. Oh, it didn't make it. What? The air resistance in the game must be a lot stronger than I thought. Let's try, a steeper incline. Oh, what? It's not gonna let me put it up here? Alright. So with a steeper incline, metal brick does pretty much nothing different. Alright, I'm confused about the physics in this game. Cool. Let's move on to bowling. Haha, bowling. Durf, please add destructible ice as another block. Why? Why do you want it? Durf, if you put wedges, would it improve air resistance like in Trailmakers? Nope, not at all. And before anybody asks, we are going to have a polygon pack with 0 friction. But, you know, so that you can build your, like, skateboarding ramps and cool thingy, whatever, or, like, pinball machine. It doesn't matter. There's, like, all kinds of things that you can build with frictionless polygons. The important part about that I have to mention is the polygons themselves are getting, like, a huge, huge update. A lot of people have been asking for, literally, update the polygons, update the polygons. I want RGB polygons. I want polygons in this. I want polygons in that. I want it to be destructible. And to account for everyone's suggestions, it's gonna, like, quite literally, it's gonna be over 1 million parts. So, believe it or not, I actually have an answer to that, but it requires me to create, like, it requires me to update the Scrap Mechanic Mods website. I plan to have like a huge database where I can just toss in all of the parts, which is going to be super useful for me and all mod makers because I can just, I can give people access to submit like language translations per individual part, and it's anyway. I don't want to get too off topic. The point that I really wanted to make was about the polygon update. Was that I have to kind of wait for this website update so that I have this database and tools available because it's going to be basically a mod pack generator. So, hold on. My music stopped. Also, is YouTube like freaking out? I'm not getting any error messages or anything, but I see some weird stuff on YouTube. Anyway. So yeah, the website, like it's going to have a mod pack generator on it, and that's going to be like super, super useful for me to actually release all these different polygons that people want to play with. So I'm going to be able to make a pack of polygons that's, you know, I can't show you because they're not in my inventory, but what was I even trying to say? While I'm talking about this, I'm going to build a bowling alley lane. But yeah, with this mod pack generator, it's going to allow me to create the packs because, like I said, it's a lot of parts, right? It's a lot of parts that answers to everyone's suggestions or requests. So, not, you know, people definitely don't want in their inventory like literally hundreds of thousands of parts. That's disgusting. You know, nobody's going to want that. So the mod pack generator's purpose then is to create specific sets of parts that you want to play with. And I say you as in you, the player. I think it's about time that mod makers quit trying to define the inventory for players, and players use the website mod pack generator to design their ideal inventory, right? And then that way, you get to play with the exact parts that you want. Could be from, like, multiple different mod makers, too, right? You can combine individual parts and generate a very specific inventory just for you. And the best part about this is that this database will be able to, you'll be able to search, just like train. So then all the train wheels are going to come up, all the train rails, like literally all train parts, anything that was tagged with train, you'll be able to just show up on search, select the ones that you want, and generate the pack that you want. So in that way, because like not everybody likes to play with trains in Scrap Mechanic, right? I certainly am not a train guy, but I know that the people are. So it's not fair for me to release a mod pack that doesn't have train stuff in it, and then, claim that it's like the pack to go to, right? That's stupid for me as a mod maker, when the point is for you guys, the players, to have fun. So this way, I think it's a solution that actually answers everybody's requests individually. You play with what you want, and you're in control. Now, there is some complications with that, of course, but there are more answers to that. Like the generator is going to be also generate an easy to share link so that you can share these very specific inventories with your friends if you want to play multiplayer. We're working on it. 2020, there's like a lot of big plans. I can't. This is probably like 5% of the total plans that I mentioned, and it's so complicated. Oh my god! But we're working on it. Relax. Relax like you're panicking. You guys stop panicking. Relax. We got it. All right. Can I paint this? No. Let's try to paint it orange, maybe. Ooh, it's too bright. Brown. Oh, now it's too reflective to look like wood. Whatever. I'll just paint it the dark brown and... Oh, you know what? We can't do bowling. Why am I doing bowling? We're just gonna not paint any of this because we're not doing bowling. I forgot. I don't have the Modpack BETA in this world. We're not doing bowling yet. What we are doing, though, is curling. We can do curling. Line. Sure, that's a good enough line. Line. And then here, square. And then target. Perfect. This is official curling. All right, so now we go all the way to the end. Lollipops, lollipop. Hey, is this your first time? Hey, is your first time to join my... What? It's your first time here? Hi. All right. Yeah, this is a little bit silly. Actually, I don't know how... I could probably just do it from here, right? I built this way too long for curling. Depending on the part that I use, I guess. But because I made a square target, I'm going to use a square puck. This is just a little metal thing like this. So then the idea is... let me keep my spare pucks all over the place here. This would be pretty fun for a multiplayer Monday, if I do say so myself. But then, there's no, like, build sequence to it, so I don't know if it would make for a good video. Anyway, let's, do it up. That was a little bit of a strong hit. Yeah, and it went way past it. Okay, let's try another one. So for those that don't know, or have never played with the balls from the Modpack BETA before, the strength of the hammer pointing down is 0. You can't hit downwards in Scrap Mechanic. It doesn't actually do any force downward in the down direction. It's kind of weird, I know. So when you're pointing straight ahead, you're not looking down at all, like 0 degrees to the lined up with the horizon. That's 100% of your force. And same thing for any degree, like any angle above the horizon, right? Anything above the horizon, you get your full strength. Anything below the horizon, that's when your strength goes from your full power to 0%. So anything in between, like looking down halfway, that's like half of your power. But also keep in mind that it's in that direction too, which is really annoying. So for me to do a lower power shot, I have to look down a little bit like this. Right? Before I was like looking straight ahead almost. I could still see the target, but now I'm looking down. And we'll just do this. Boom. Oh. Oh. Oh! Wow, geez, this stuff is really slippery. I need to reduce my power even more. Even more. Even more. Boop. Okay, that's probably not going to make it. Yeah, that was way too weak. But hey, now it's a rock that I can hit. Is it still moving? Okay. Now it's a rock that I can actually hit. I'm not even going to bother like aiming too much. Let's just hit it almost full force. And you know what? You know what else? We're going to hit it almost full force with a spin. Boom! Hey, and I ruined everything. That's fun. Durf, look at the likes number. The likes number? I actually can't. I actually can't. From my stream dashboard, I can't see the likes number. I have to go to my actual stream page. Can I go to my stream page, please? Why does YouTube make it so hard to just check out my likes number? I'm guessing it's at 69 likes. Nice. Wait, who's saying 48 likes? Is it 48 or 69? Come on. Come on. Stop lying to me about the... Oh, I didn't even hit it. Huh. Oh, look at that ricochet shot. Not bad. Holy moly. Oh, a little bit too far. So yeah, playing curling with square things is kind of stupid, right? Because they're gonna, oh my gosh, 80? You guys are counting the number of likes. Thank you so much for the likes. Thanks for the support. Thanks for all the likes and subs and all that good stuff. You guys are awesome. I kind of don't pay attention to that stuff because I'm like, I've got, it's like those horses with the blinders on, right? Like I'm so focused on just trying to show you the new stuff. I'm a terrible streamer sometimes. But thank you so much. So let's try this with wheels. Heavyweight cylinder object, right? That's oh, and then we can also try it with a giant barrel. Yeah. That's pretty much it. And you guys don't even know. There's still more surprises for you this stream. There's still more. Still more for you. Alright, let's get out. Get out our giant puck. Paint it. Poips. Team color. And how does it perform? It's a giant puck. Like this would be jumbo curling. Jumbo curling. What if that actually happens in curling? I mean, like, kind of impossible because they're rounded on the outside, right? But it's really funny. Sorry, Lady Skelebro, what did you say? I gotta go scroll up. Hi there. Didn't know there was a stream going on. What'd I miss? Oh my gosh, you missed... you missed, what is it, like, 50 minutes? Almost an hour of me just checking out the new ice blocks. It's really and there's also like physics updates for some of the wheels. It's really nothing much, but it's also exciting at the same time because these things allow for so much more in the game, right? One thing that I want to try. Where do I have? Okay, let's just take a quick fly through this map before we move on to the next stuff. Because I did say there's more to show you guys. We got to move on. There's more to show. Oh, for real though, this hill looks amazing. I wanna just take a sled and go down it. Where's the half pipe actually? My gosh, the half pipe's gonna be so much fun. I don't think there's much else I can show you in this world. What did I even want to show? Oh no, it should be right here actually. I'm flying I'm flying away from it. Durf, plus their pucks are so heavy and have a handle on top so they shoot straight. Yeah, so you could, for example, well, we'll try again when I load in the Modpack Beta, but you could use like the ridiculously heavy blocks for the bottom of the puck, and then just put like whatever light block on top, so you can still hit it with whatever force you want, but it's not going to tip over, and it'll slide just fine. So that would be a way to improve, or that would be a way to like build a puck. Anyway, one other thing that I want to show you is the mattress. Yeah, there's not, like, I'm not exactly sure what I want to say about the mattress. Other than that, it was just made a little bit different. Maybe, hold on. Yeah, this will be fine. This will be fine. What's gonna go wrong? Wait, what? How am I having trouble stacking mattresses? Okay, there we go. Finally stacked 2 mattresses. Finally figured out how to stack 2 mattresses. Yeah. So the mattresses are bouncy. I mean, as you can tell, they're bouncy on the ground by themselves, but mattress on mattress kind of has a feedback loop thing going on. So it'll eventually gain height over time if you do bouncy on bouncy. But the mattress by itself... The mattress by itself is like a little bouncy, not too much. And, you know, the problem with this is, like, the Dwarf doesn't bounce. Dwarf doesn't bounce on it whatsoever. I'm jumping, no bounce. Another problem with that is blocks, as far as I know, don't bounce. Yeah, they don't, so the problem, similar with the friction thing that I was trying to explain earlier to the mod makers that were curious, the bounce thing works in a similar way. So if the block that you're putting on it, like this metal block, has 0 bounce, then it's going to multiply with the value of the bounce for the mattress, which 0 times anything is 0. So no matter what, the interaction between these two parts is going to be 0 bounce, which is kind of silly for the mattress because the mattress has bounce. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway, you guys are wondering about this clearly still going on. Let's add another one, shall we? Boing, 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 boing. Boing, boing, boing. Oh no. So yeah, then it is worth mentioning. It's worth mentioning then that I mean, I'll be able to show you guys when we move on to the other world for the Modpack Beta, which is gonna be fun, lots of fun. But I'll be able this. Oh, that's not the mattress. That's the bed. I want this one. There we go. Okay. Alright. So this, I know it looks weird. We're gonna... And it definitely looks silly, but it's gonna be it'll become obvious how this bounce thing is gonna be much more useful in the Modpack beta. Trust me. Bumper cars is a good suggestion. Oh my gosh, you guys are coming up with so many good ideas. But I'm putting a bouncing pad, for the lack of a better term, on top of my car as the anti-flip mechanism. So no matter what, the top of my car, I mean, this should behave better. Like, this should just go boing and bounce you back on top. Like, it touches the ground, boing, bounces up. Durf, have you ever made a squeeze elevator? I have. Durf, I was just using the Modpack Beta rocket launcher, and why the hell is it an absolute world eater? Wouldn't know. It has like a 50 by 50 explosion radius. That's not right. That's definitely not right. That sounds more like, well, I think the nuke actually has a larger radius than that. The rocket launcher definitely shouldn't be that way. If Brent Batch is in the chat, blame Brent. Hashtag blame Brent. He wrote the script for that, which is the weird, like, well, okay, let's hop into another world right now. We can just check the Modpack beta stuff. Creative world, terrain. Modpack beta. Beta. What updates are there? I just came. If you could, please try to make a camera and a screen. Okay, so to answer your first question, see you later, Lego Freak. Thanks for stopping by. Whoops. Hey, this is a pretty good world. Lots of flat ground for me to pull out my hammer sled. Perfect. Actually, I want to fly around first. I want to see what's in here. Nothing much. Really, nothing much in this world. No, oh, I think there's a ravine in the corner there that I kind of missed. Alright, that's probably going to be where we're going to go. Or inside here actually might be very good. Or very bad, we'll see. We're going to go to the ravine first. Alright, Modpack Beta. So, okay, so for the question, the question that I didn't answer, what's new in the Modpack? The Modpack has these two blocks. It's a smooth ice block that's very slippery, and a icy rocks block that is a little bit slippery. And we're already an hour into the stream, so you'll have to check it out another time, because we're moving on. The Modpack Beta. Show us the Modpack Polygon's upcoming parts. I literally can't do that, question mark, because the Polygons update is generated Modpacks, which doesn't exist yet. So right now, the updated polygons exist as a script file that is capable of generating multiple polygons from 1 by 1 by 1 to 16 by 16 by 16. It generates an OBJ, like a 3D model, with all the UV mapping and normal, surface normal, like, it's a bunch of details that I can't get into this stream because it's off topic. But short answer, I can't show you. Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of block not found for this stuff. So first thing is a lava block, green block, pink, purple block, and black, whatever that was. We can get rid of this stuff. Gonna need a paint tool and a hammer at least. Alright. So let's show you the blocks first. We'll go over here to show them to you. Alright, Modpack Beta block. The lava block is... Remember when I said earlier in the stream where like some of the Modpack blocks were just going to be like a cosmetic texture and not really do anything? this is one of those. So the lava rocks and ice rocks sort of came together as a set, and let's actually show you what it looks like in the shadows as well. There you go. So it is glowing, and yeah, this is just lava rocks. It's just cosmetic for now, though. Durf, why are the icons so messed up? Because I'm working on a Modpack update. That's why. Just ignore them. Just ignore them. The updates won't be messed up when you get to play with this stuff, so don't worry about that. And of course, you can paint this stuff too, I think. White definitely does not look like lava. Or it looks like hot... It looks like hot snow, which doesn't make sense. You could paint it black, I guess, but I think that's... Yeah, I think it's pretty much already close to black. So painting it red just makes it more red. Painting it blue will probably make it purplish. Not really. Maybe a dark green. It's like barely... I don't know. Even I don't like it too much. But the idea, like, one idea for this was possibly in the future, if you like make contact with this for a full maybe 5 to 10 seconds, you catch fire or something like that. Right? That would be a pretty cool thing to to have. Similar, like just like the flamethrower parts that you see in the Modpack Beta. These guys here, just like these things set things on fire. It would be cool if you're just touching that block. Between 5 to 10 seconds, you randomly catch fire. Yeah, Flora's lava challenge. That'd be perfect. Or yeah, it would it'd catch your car on fire, your wheels. It'd catch this on fire, even though cardboard doesn't, or I mean, even though concrete doesn't burn. Yeah, but that's just a cosmetic block. Nothing too fancy about that. So up next, we have this green block. The green block is Flubber. If you'd ever seen the movie Flubber, or I guess it was a book at first, you'll know Flubber is like a flying rubber, flexible rubber. I don't know what it is. It's a goo, a slime that's supposed to be rubbery and bouncy. And that's it. So let me show you. We're gonna take this, go all the way up, all the way out this way, all the way out this way, and cut you off. So this is something that, actually let's pull out the cart. My golf cart. It's not mine, it's Malbix's. And we're gonna leave the four-wheel steering it had. We're just gonna crank up these engines to specifically tip myself over, right? And then we're going to slap some bounce on top. And heck, even the sides. There you go. Alright, so now the goal is to try and flip ourselves over, which... too easy. Or is it? I mean, the car is not the greatest. With the max engines, of course. Like, it works fine without with a proper engine setting. Durf, you mean Flubber? Yeah, what was I saying? Was I not saying Flubber? I thought I was. Anyway, this, you will never see... Huh. You will never see this car on top of its... You know what? I'm kind of curious if I actually can force it on its back. Will it work? Yeah, no. So sort of an easy to use anti-flip mechanism. But anyway, that's the green stuff. So the difference between the green block we're gonna get because we got another flubber here. So we got a green block, and then we also have this purple block. So the difference between the two of these is, first of all, the purple is actually more bouncy. Look at it go. But then you can see it spinning like crazy. And that's because this is actually super, super bouncy, but with zero friction. So even though this is spinning like crazy, it has no grip on the ground to actually go anywhere, right? It just depends entirely on the angle of the ground. So this guy, it's bouncy, but it has friction, and now you can see it's starting to move around just because of these random spins that it's doing. So these do have like a different effect depending on how you use them, right? And that's why I used the green one for the anti-flip part on top. But now let's go ahead and build like another stick thing like this. And this should demonstrate the differences in their behavior quite well. Like I said, this one bounces stronger, right? But you can see this is still barely moving, even though it should be going like crazy all over the place like that one is. It barely moves from the same spot. What if you combine both? Alright, so combining both, like I mentioned before, with the friction and the mattresses, it's like a multiplication of each other. So all the stuff that has a bounce underneath the value of 1, they're going to they're going to take away from each other and subtract their bounce amount in the interaction between the two materials. So then let's say we have an interaction between two very, very bouncy materials, right? These are both a bounce value above 1. So when you multiply these values together, like let's say this one's 2 and this one's 3, all of it like that. Okay, I think those are the values. The green one's 2 and the pink one's 3. So this is 2, I think, right? And where's 3? Up there is 3, right? So it's a huge difference in strength. And if that's 3, keep in mind that's 3. 2 multiplied by 3 is 6, like way up in the air. So that should be the result of this interaction right here. Boing. Yep, that's a very forceful bounce. Just 2 bounces in, and it's like already much higher than that one. Boing, and it's gone. And it's gone. Oh my god. This next bounce, it's probably gonna go through the ground. Pretty sure it's just gonna go through the. Is it even coming back down? Is it even gonna land in the right spot? It's not. Alright, see ya. I don't think I'm gonna get that one back. Get this one though. Alright. And then of course, you know, you can do the purple times the purple for an even stronger effect. Boing. Boing. Yep. I think that one's actually staying on course, which is very nice. You get to see a third bounce, finally. Trap something between the 2 purple layers. Ah, I just went through. Alright. No! Get back here. I just have to catch it. 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 Got it. Excuse you. Oh, jeez. I want to see this come back down. I have it on my lift. I just want to see it, I want to see what it does. You know, ask one of your friends, heads or tails, and then spawn one of these in your world. Okay, so trap something in between. Oh, wait, no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. we do this better. There we go. Please don't run away on me. Oh, no. Yes, I got it. Okay, cool. Alright, good enough. Let's stick... Oh, no, wait. Remember what I said? When you multiply a value that has 0, it results in 0, right? So this is not going to bounce at all. That's kind of silly. I need something that has a little bit of bounce. And for that, all of the sports balls have been updated. So I think the baseball has a tiny value. A tiny, tiny value. Oh, okay, it's not quite enough of a value to, like, build up over time. We need something with a little bit more bounce. Maybe the beach ball? Yeah. I don't think anything else has, like, a strong bounce behind it. Which, by the way, this has also been updated with, 0 friction. So if you just want, you know, you like to hit things around, that'll just slide around very nicely. Like, forever and ever. Bye. It's just going. Bouncy giraffe. Oh my god. You guys are coming out with the ideas. Holy moly. Like, you know, I can only, like, record a video, work on a mod, and live stream, like, once in a day, right? I can't record, like, 12 videos. You guys are coming out with so many great ideas. Anyway, let's go back to the test here. Nick's suggestion. I think... Oh. Okay, well that picked up speed a little bit too quickly, and now it's just gonna... I was just gonna go nuts again. Yeah. So, by default, the beach ball has a tiny bit of bounce to it. It's sort of supposed... And it has low friction as well, so let me hit it down here to give it like a backspin to show you. Yeah. It does recover. But it's sort of designed to behave more like a beach ball, right? So let's just hit it up in the air. Boing, boing, boing. Yeah. It's kind of difficult to like get it going up in the air. But once it's going up in the air and like you got a good bounce to it, you can get under it and keep it going. Of course, the Dragon Balls have been updated for lower friction. The conveyor belts... the conveyor belts have been updated for lower friction as well, but I think the script needs to be updated. It still behaves a little bit weird. The nuclear bomb does have low friction, so if you're transporting a loose nuclear bomb, you gotta be a little bit careful because it will slide around. Not a whole lot, though. It's just a little bit. I thought that was like a block in the wrong spot. It's just the icons being messed up again. Right. So then the best part about the Modpack Beta update then is all of the sports balls, which by the way, you can see this is a pink ball and a green ball. It's exactly what you think it is. It's a Flubber ball specifically. Let's spawn those out. I'm not exactly sure why these are useful, other than just to cause chaos in a world. They're not quite as bouncy as the block version because, I mean, this is a 1x1x1 sphere. You're gonna lose it. Like, no matter what, you're gonna lose it. So, let's just knock it around. Pretty sure that's gone. I think, okay, let's roll this guy into a tree. This is the 0 friction variety, right? So, it doesn't matter what spin this ball has. It just bounces off the surface normal, like the angle of the surface that it's on. So, like, pretend this is like a super ball, one of those super bouncy rubber balls, and it's through the ground. Great. That's scrap mechanic for you. And this is the same variety, but with friction, of course. So spin does have an effect on it. More than the... Like, if you try to bounce it off of this slanted surface, the pink one is obviously just going to bounce, you know, away from the surface. The green one, depending on the spin, it might bounce up the hill, down the hill, left or right. All in favor of making a ball pit, say aye. You guys are trying to jump a little bit too far ahead, because we still haven't checked out all the balls. So all the billiard balls, I'm not going to show, well, I'll show you a little bit, I guess. I guess I'll show you a little bit. It's just that I get impatient with myself sometimes, you know? I want this stream to be over so that I can go update the mod pack and release this for you guys. But as far as I know, I can't actually do that yet. I'm still waiting on other parts to be updated. Soon, though. Very soon. Alright, and then we, of course, yeah, paint that the dark green for the... Ooh, not that green. No. Yes, this green. The pool table felt. So yeah, again, these updates, like, all of a sudden, you know, not a lot of people played with the sports balls in the past, but all of a sudden this update instantly makes these balls, I mean, you know, you didn't know you liked balls so much until now. Alright, so we just do like a little thing like this. Just, whatever. Like, whatever. And, I'm gonna hit these just very, very gently into each other. Oh gosh, for the time being. Just very gently. If you remember what I said earlier about the angle of your hammer controlling the power. Come on, YouTube music. You gotta stop doing that to me. The German dude, thank you so much for the €2. You know you gotta do a bouncy wheels challenge. Oh, there's, like, instantly this update, like, generates so many suggestions and ideas. How many Multiplayer Monday ideas just from this one update? Huh? Too bad they don't like to use mods in Multiplayer Monday. They're stubborn sometimes. Alright, let's show you guys how to play pool. Of course, the billiard balls, like the cue, there's all the balls here. You can paint the cue ball your color if you want to have custom colors. You know, you don't want to have the numbers, or if you have, if you want to play, what's that other game that has like all the red balls and just the cue ball, and sometimes there's like obstacles on the table. So like there's the cue ball if you want to play, you know, your different games, and you can paint it any color. You know, let's just pull it out. Let's just pull it out and use that. Bam. And then all the billiard balls behave the same, of course. So I'm going to use a purple ball. And, yeah, I'm just going to hit it relatively strong. Let's try that again. Maybe not that strong. Wow, scrap mechanic physics, come on. Alright, so maybe I actually have to increase the weight of these. See, they're all lightweight. Maybe if I make them heavyweight, they'll behave a little bit better with the hammer hits. That's weird. But yeah, that's another like major part of this update for these sports balls. Because ever since the Spud Gun first came out, like the sports... see that? They just rocketed off in the distance. What? Like, why is the Spud Gun so strong? So I was trying to increase the weight of some of these sports balls again. Like, these golf balls were super, super lightweight because they were designed for hammer hits, like back in 0.1. But now all these things are updated since the Spud Gun. And, you know, even the hammer has been updated, right? So I'm trying to update all the weights of these parts again. I think I'm going to move the billiard balls up to heavyweight. So speaking of heavyweight, the bowling ball is heavyweight. And hold on. We're going to do this on the ground here, on the terrain ground. Because the bowling ball does have low friction. So you can definitely, like, if you wanted to build... Huh. Does it have low friction on concrete? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same multiplied by 0 nonsense all over again. Hmm. So then, yeah, I guess if you really wanted a, I guess if you really wanted a bowling rink, your only option, or a bowling rink, skating rink, bowling alley, would be the smooth ice option, or a very ugly bowling alley. That's kind of unfortunate that your only options are like infinitely slippery or ugly. I'm sure there's gonna be lots of mod makers that make. You know what? Actually, we could probably make a polished laminated wood block that's perfect. You know, the perfect amount, right? In between the two slippery ice blocks, but like laminated wood, polished floor tile, something. I don't know. Anyway, let's get back to the sports balls because we're gonna get to the good stuff now. What's the good stuff? Where am I? Aha. Soccer ball, football, basketball. The golf balls are pretty much the same. Their weights were adjusted, but you still play golf with them like you would play golf with them. The bowling pins, I also made a little bit low friction, but I still have to update their collision, their physics box, because they don't behave like they should. Yeah, they fall over like a little bit weird or something. So out of all these balls, let's go down into the ravine now that we're here. Now that we're looking at balls. Oh yeah, that thing. So the soccer ball. Well, you can see it behaves kind of like a soccer ball would. I mean, that's the whole point of this update. It's not super bouncy, but we can definitely hit it with a hammer into some rocks, and it will bounce up. And there you can see, like, that's this sort of quote-unquote bounce amount of a soccer ball. I tried to make it as realistic as possible. I think it's like, I don't know, maybe 20%, 30% of the original velocity. Like the velocity going down into the ground, bounce up 30% in the opposite direction. Alright, let's try to get a strong hit off a rock. There we go. Alright, and another thing that I want to show you about this makes it really awesome. Check it out. Oh. You can kick the ball now. I don't know, it's not perfect, obviously, but generally speaking, if the ball is coming towards you and you run into it, you can kick it. If it's going away from you and you run into it, it's you're probably just gonna run over it. I'm waiting for it. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save this shot. Oh, hey, thank you, German dude. The €2 super chat. You can make a block. You can make a piston engine with the bouncy block. I certainly can. And I saved it. So yeah, that's you know, something that wasn't actually possible before. To like actually play a game of soccer with your friends. Now it might actually be possible now that you can actually kick this around with your feet, or if you allow the use of hammers, since it'll bounce around and act like an actual ball. Football, on the other hand, I don't think, like, there's still no valid way to actually play it. Soccer ball, by the way, has, like, slightly less friction. It's not, like, a super low amount. It's, like, medium. Medium friction, medium bounce. Kind of something like that. Football, on the other hand, high friction, I think medium bounce. High friction, medium bounce. So, especially because of the shape, I want the ground to get that grip on the shape of it to get those weird bounces, right? Because footballs like to bounce all weird sometimes. Just get like a high bounce. I want to show them. I want to show them your funky bouncing. Oh, there we go. I don't know. It kind of behaves like a football, as far as I know. I haven't played too much football or rugby. You know, I say football, and I'm just triggering all the people that are thinking about soccer. But like American football, I don't know what the term is for. Because like in other countries, it's rugby, but that's like a different game entirely, right? Anyway, the make a piston engine with a bouncy block. I have no idea what that even means. But hey, you guys are, definitely have a bunch of ideas to explore. And yeah, if you saw that, like it bounced into the ground with like a backspin, stopped all of its forward momentum. Yo, what's this? Fab007NL with the $1 super chat. Leave your videos. Can't wait for the website. Oh wait, love your videos. I thought you were telling me stop making your videos and focus on the website right now. I need it. That's funny. Because like that's kind of what I'm feeling too, right? Like you saw the beginning of January, I took a huge hit on my YouTube. I just didn't stopped making videos entirely, and that's because I was working on a lot of the back end stuff for the new website. It's in progress. It's getting there. We're gonna have that Modpack generator very soon. I say very soon, but I don't want to soon trademark. Soon TM. Not who knows when that is. All right, basketball. Basketball is probably one of the best ones, in my opinion. Because you can, again, like all these other balls, you can, they're designed to behave like they would in a real world. I hope. So dropping it from a lift, you can see it has a very high bounce. So similar to the football, it has high friction, but this time it has like a higher bounce as well. So look at this thing. It's bouncing down this hill pretty much the whole way. Oh. Almost stopped. And there we go. We can hit it again. Uh-oh. Interacting with this thing's a mistake. Get out of here. Alright, so I'm pretty sure we're inside of a giant bowl. So, yeah, all the balls are eventually going to come down here unless they bounced outside. I don't see the Oh, it's there. Alright, basketball's going to come back down. Use the black hole gun plus bouncy blocks. Oh my gosh, you guys are like all these ideas. You guys are going to go nuts as soon as this update comes out. I can't wait to see the things that you guys come up with. And volleyball, I think volleyball has an even higher bounce than basketball does. Bam! Fab 007NL said, thank you for the other $1 donation. I make websites too. Ooh. Yee, fellow web dev. German dude donated $5. I mean a crank with a bouncy block that when it hits the top of the cylinder, bounces and pushes the cylinder. Oh! Yeah, okay, so no, you're not powering the piston. You're not powering any bearings. You're not powering any thrusters. You want to power it with just the force of the bounces themselves. That's going to be very difficult. Also, thank you guys for those direct donations. It's a little bit different than a super chat, although like I have to be like very quick to read those messages because they don't show up in the YouTube chat, right? So once they're gone, they're gone. If I don't read your message from those chats, I'm very sorry. Anyway, volleyball probably has a bigger bounce than the basketball. But I don't think it has as much friction. So it is a ball that's gonna like behave, sort of going where you expect it to go. It's not gonna be so much influence from the spin. And again, the whole idea is so that you're able to play volleyball with your friends, right? The whole point of making these balls in the first place was to allow more ideas for you in game. It's not perfect, right? Like the football. I can't imagine anyone actually playing a successful game of football in Scrap Mechanic with all of their friends. First of all, multiplayer doesn't support that many people. Like, that just doesn't work that way. But second of all, the performance of this football, as fun as it is, it's not actually a football. So it's, Modpack BETA sports balls, right? It's a fun idea to try. It's not a full Modpack part yet, though. Not quite there. But I think the closest ones out of these balls is probably the basketball and the soccer ball. Soccer ball is probably going to be one of the more fun things to actually play with. Bowling ball too. If somebody can manage to make like an actual basketball court and play an actual game, that would be super cool. Beach ball is a little bit bouncy. It really depends on like how you use it. Like maybe you're going to use the beach ball for like a car soccer game, you know what I mean? Because it's a large ball. Yeah, that's really all about it. This update in itself is just just the small improvements for those two features. So let's do something a little silly now. I mean, I'm sure physics teachers do this all the time. Oh gosh. Just no 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 no. There we go. Bounce into the bowl. Yeah, everyone into the bowl. Everyone in the bowl. What? What? That bounced uphill. Oh, and it went through the ground. Scrap Mechanical, why you do this? It seems that the terrain assets are a little bit bouncier than the terrain ground itself. So when the basketballs hit the rocks, yeah, see, like they gain height all of a sudden. It's kind of weird. So it's just something to keep in mind when you're, Durf, where's the tennis ball? That's a good question. Tennis ball was never made because of the same reason why the football kind of sucks. And the baseball. Like, baseball is, again, only useful for batting practice on the scale of the player. Like, you wanna use your hammer to play t-ball. That you can play baseball, right? But aside from that, like, it's impossible to catch a baseball. It's impossible to throw a baseball. So, like, football and baseball are kind of useless. Tennis ball was just never made for a similar reason. At this point, though, it might actually be possible. And it might be one of these. You might have to use one of these guys. Because, again, remember, the multiplication of Bouncy on 0 is 0, right? So you can build your vehicles out of just regular building blocks like wood and stuff, right? So that super rubber ball is not going to bounce off of the wood unless you give it like a piston to push the ball, like a tennis racket, like you push the tennis ball. But then after that, it's going to bounce off the terrain ground, so you can actually make a tennis court. Let's see if we can try it. Why not? Right? Yeah. Can we please get bounciness as a setting for the smart sensor? That is not how that works. The smart sensor... Oh wait, you want to be able to sense how bouncy something is? That might be able to happen. Right, but you can't change... You won't be able to change how bouncy something is on demand with number logic. At least not yet. We'll see. What am I doing? I wanted to do 2 more things before I ended the stream. What were the things? Make an AI that can pass the football to each other. All these awesome video ideas. I really gotta get back onto videos. Durf, could you upload the Spodurf man? Spodurf man? Do I have it? Oh, I didn't even show you all the new blocks. Like, I'm like, let's get started with blocks, and then I just don't even show you this one. This is this is black cardboard. I mean, if you couldn't tell, right? Okay. Before I forget, let's see if I even have Spodurf man. Can I? Mods missing. Right, no polygons. Can't do it right now. Anyway, this is black cardboard. This is the same weight as ridiculously heavy. All right, so this is like super heavy. It's heavier. Okay, it's not like the super heavy from the polygons. You know, the black block in the polygon pack. This is heavier than that. So it's the same weight as that, but it's destructible. It also makes a lot of noise because it's trying to like show how heavyweight it is with that noise, which is a weird thing that the game does. Yeah, but this is a, you know, okay. All those stutters, oh my god. This came from the suggestion that a lot of people, oh, YouTube, why are you signing me out of YouTube now? Are you kidding me, YouTube? Stopping my music randomly, signing me out of YouTube? My gosh. Alright. We're back. We're back. I'm back in my YouTube dashboard. I can see stream chat again. Okay, so this Destructible cardboard came from a suggestion, many suggestions actually, where people are asking for number logic to control density or weight. So like some people expect like a block that you can just place down and put in a number value and it gets heavier. Unfortunately, that's just not possible with mod support and scrap mechanic. It's just not something that mod support is able to affect. Durf, do you have any plans on having a fan creations vid anytime soon, or is that still on debate due to you not having time and stuff? No, I definitely want to do a fan creations vid. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. I also want to do a review of everything that I built in 2019, and I still haven't gotten around to doing it. So maybe after today's stream, if I take a little bit of a break, I'll try and record both those videos tonight. I don't know about editing either of them, but I'll try to record both of them. That'd be pretty cool. Get a lot of work done today. Anyway, what was I actually talking about before I was very much distracted? Oh, right. So people expect like a block that you can put down and change the how heavy it is with number logic. The answer to that is usually just slap one of these guys on here. No, wait, these guys. The gimbal thruster. My icons are messed up. Because the gimbal thruster can do both positive and negative direction, and naturally it points up. No matter which way your vehicle is pointed, these gimbal thrusters are always pointing up. So yeah, this is a way that you can, you know, affect the overall weight of your creation by giving it some up force and down force. Hey, German dude, thank you so much for the $1 super chat. I don't know if oh, there's the alert for it. I noticed it early this time. Anyway, yeah, so that's typically the solution for adding weight or reducing weight. And now there is the other option was having a bunch of this stuff attached to a cardboard thing that you later detach. So now you can just directly shoot the heavy weight that you have on your vehicle, and that can lighten your load a little bit. So sometimes you're going to want the gimbal thruster, sometimes this is going to be a more convenient solution for you, depending on, your situation. Now you have a new choice. Trap the pink ball into the box out of pink bouncy blocks. Well, you're asking me to do the impossible. Like, very much the impossible. And unfortunately, so unfortunate, I wanted so badly... Wait a second. Can I do it? Where's my invisible block? Invisible. There we go. Those weird icons. Oh no, it's not gonna work because that's not glass. Which, by the way, one of the updates that I forgot to mention about the mod pack, the invisible block is now truly invisible. There is absolutely nothing that you can see about it, and it's one of the most dangerous things to use because you don't know, there's no way for you to ever find it again on how to delete it, right? Other than just getting lucky. Yeah. So that invisible block, let me show you exactly how dangerous it is. Let me show you. Great way to troll some people. Oh wait, I got out? There was a hole in it. I didn't even know there was a hole. Alright, cool. So, Yeah, you want me to trap a pink ball inside a pink wall. That's just not gonna happen, dude. Where is my... Alright, we're gonna make this 3 blocks thick and just hope that that works. And I don't really need to worry about the walls, especially because I want to see what I'm doing. And it's gone. And it's gone. Oh, is it back? Boing. So yeah, there's no way that you can trap anything in Scrap Mechanic, just because Scrap Mechanic physics, they don't know how to do collision, and it bugs the heck out of me, man. Like, it seriously bugs the heck out of me. How do you allow something to go through something that's supposed to be solid? Like, that's a choice. That's a programming choice. How do you allow bad anyway, before I go on a rant about Scrap Mechanic development, there was one other thing, at least one other thing. I guess we'll start taking in some of your guys' suggestions, because I definitely forgot. Do I have my sled? My puck sled? I don't. I'm gonna go generate a new world. Durf, maybe you'll move it to the Modpack Invisible. Maybe I will, actually. So it's not dangerous. Yes, that is an excellent suggestion, actually. The problem with that, though, is that the Modpack... Well, it's not actually a problem. The invisible block combined with the mirror block creates a one-way mirror, but you can do the same thing with any glass. So it's not a problem that I move that part out. It's an excellent suggestion, though. And then that also means that there will be a visible version of the same block, so you can find it in your world. So that's an excellent, excellent suggestion. Desert with a pro move. Alright, Modpack, stream, blah, blah, blah. Got it. YouTube is going nuts for me, man. Like, it said my stream had like 200 people, and now it's saying it has 372. Where are you guys coming from? Get out of here. Go. I'm just joking. Do I play Roblox? I don't. I have never actually played it. Durf, launch a pink ball with a pink bouncy block with a pink... Alright, alright. Guys, relax. You'll be able to do all these things soon enough. Maybe within a day or so. Maybe later today, actually. I don't know. It really depends on... I don't have any messages yet, so... I know the other updates are not quite ready. What am I looking for? Flyer. I want to take a look around this map, see what there is. Remember how I also said that the terrain assets, like the rocks, are a little bit bouncier? This area with all the rocks around it is basically a giant bowl that's extra bouncy. What is this world that I generated? It's like this one tile is in it, and that's it. Everything else is small, nothing tile. Nothing, nothing, nothing. A landing pad. Who uses those tiles anymore? Like, nothing, nothing, nothing. This is one of the worst things to happen during a multiplayer Monday recording session where, like, just nothing. A ravine again, okay. No half pipe. I mean, this is a nice hilly area, but really? Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing in this world. Alright, well, because I'm curious, let's just spawn a couple of balls in here. See what happens. And go from there. I should probably paint them so because this entire area is orange. We're gonna get the magenta. the best color to stand out against any natural colors, because there is no natural magenta in the world. There we go. Oh, bam! Oh, these rocks are farther apart than I thought. Let's try to get like a good explosion here. Whoa! Hey, hey. That should make it to another rock. Maybe. Nope. That's scrap mechanic for you. All right. All right. So let's take a look at some of these suggestions then you guys have been asking for. Durf, make it become visible with a signal to another block. I cannot do that. Not the invisible block, anyway. Not building blocks don't work that way. Durf, what would you recommend me do if I want to interpret star, platinum, and scrap? Like build it? I mean, I guess start with the polygon pack, because like they have very polygonal faces, I think. Like from the cheekbones to the jawbone, JoJo characters have crazy faces. Very, very defined faces. Anyway, let's build a car. You guys wanted to build a car with bouncy wheels? Let's definitely try that. Or we can try with the frictionless, like with the ice block. So let's just grab any old car. A car that I know works. Something. Where's the the jousting car? All right. So what happens then when we use what was it? Bouncy? No, not these guys. Let's get the bounciest. Oh no. Yeah, this one. The green one, because if we use the pink one, it has no friction. Alright, they might be a little bit large. Also, this car has suspension. Cool, I think that's a centered wheel. Something like that. Should have thought this through. Should have thought all of this through. Should have thought all of this through. It's not like I can just spawn in my wheels and just keep them here for safekeeping. Oh my, that's gonna make, like, imagine if we have a bouncy wheels challenge in Multiplayer Monday and we just try to keep our wheels in our garage while we're building. Oh no. Oh no. Anyway. Yeah, so you can like build a bounce pad, for example, and then just layer bouncy, or build your vehicle out of bouncy blocks, right? So then go off a jump to try and land on the bounce pad. You can definitely do all kinds of fun stuff. Let's get, where's that pipe piece? We gotta get that back in there. Or we're just gonna use a block. Whatever. Whatever. Get rid of these. So that the block has some room to rotate. Alright, now we gotta go get... now we gotta go get our wheels. Hold up. Good enough. Good enough. Alright. Now I can catch these guys. I only see 3 of them. Oh, there's the 4th. 4th one's leaving. Durf, can we have candy-flavored blocks? Only if you can tell me... Only if you can tell me what kind of wood the wood block tastes like. Is it pine? Cedar? Oak? You let me know what it tastes like. I grabbed it in the wrong spot. There we go. That was a perfect welding grab. Maybe I'm not even gonna pick it up on my lift. Just gotta snipe it in the right spot. Oh! Oh. Yeah, this is actually hard to do. And I'm also silly because I can just do this. It doesn't bounce off the lift. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot sometimes. An idioto. That's an Italian idiot. I don't know. I don't know. So that's what happens when I start streaming for too long. My brain just starts going. Which probably means I won't get around to recording those videos. If I'm too much. All right, so we also are running out of time too, so we're gonna do this bouncy wheels test, and any other tests, you guys let me know in the chat right now, before we, last test before I gotta go. Ball pit, right. You guys wanted well, we were in the ravine a little bit. See, this is kind of why I want, to any of the mod makers out there, I have not made any terrain assets, so it might be possible to make a giant flat surface that is a terrain asset with little friction or zero friction. So that would make making a huge map with frozen lake, maybe, ice rink, or a race course with one slippery section. If you're any terrain asset makers out there, that's definitely an idea, a huge idea, just waiting to be made. And it would definitely make using some of these features a little bit easier than having to build them out of blocks completely. All right, finally, we got bouncy wheels. Oh, that's right. This is not hooked up. But because they are made out of blocks, it's probably going to be even worse. Nah, Nick, friction was around in the challenge parts. You can look on the challenge parts mod that we published. It's in there. it's in there. We just didn't do anything about them at the time. And then you with your skills, pointing out the other hidden features as well, basically reminded me and reminded me of its existence. Yeah. I completely forgot about it though. You are right. Nobody would have done anything if it wasn't for you. All right. So as you can see, the car has trouble settling down, right? And then there is this car does have suspension. Jorrit donated $3. Thank you so much, Jorrit200, for the $3 that you're gonna head out. Thank you for the direct donation to say goodbye. Hope you enjoyed the stream, Jorrit. Thank you so much for all your donations. You are a legend. Also a Patreon supporter, if I recall correctly. You're everything, man. A true hero. Anyway, this anyway, I don't mean to demean his hero status, but this car has suspensions. If I remove the suspensions, the entire car frame would be wiggling around like the wheels were doing earlier, right? So okay, so I was mentioning earlier about a huge, a major polygons update in the future, and for the people that didn't actually hear that announcement, it wasn't really an announcement. What's an announcement when I just casually mention it halfway through my stream, right? That's not an announcement. But it's revealing a secret that nobody else knows. Oh god, this thing is terrible. This thing. Remember when I put bounce pads on the top of my vehicle? Yeah, that was to be anti-flip. This is the opposite of that. This is guaranteeing that I flip over. Especially because of the corners on the wheels. Oh boy. Let's raise it up, see what happens. The Dwarf does not react to any of these physics. The Dwarf does not slide around, the Dwarf does not bounce around. I know, it's really lame. Anyway, the polygons announcement update thing. I'm gonna go generate a new map while I'm talking about this. I did say earlier in the stream that we're gonna do I did say earlier in the stream we're gonna do a major polygons update. It's well over 100,000 parts just for all of the different polygons that people are asking for, and I explained how it's not going to be such a big deal because everybody's going to get the exact inventory that they want. A lot of details were explained about that. Can't get into it now. Point is, long story short, there will be 0 friction polygons. There will be bouncy... I don't know if there's going to be, like, bouncy polygons like the Flubber amount, because these are, like, very bouncy, and why would you need very bouncy polygons? I can't currently think of a reason, but if there is a reason, it would be very easy to make, for anyone to make. It's very easy, so don't even have to ask about it. It's pretty much a guarantee. But the zero friction polygons, that's like super useful. For example, if you wanted to build, like I said earlier, a pinball machine, or if you wanted to build, like I tried to build earlier, slanting down some of that ice onto a flat section onto a jump, so you can, build your curves and stuff with ice physics, and it's pretty cool. So let's fly around this map, see what tiles this map gave us, because we might have some better ideas to try out. One more thing before we gotta go. Super high friction blocks do not exist. Do not exist. Basically, everything in Scrap Mechanic already has max friction. That's basically the way to put it. It is possible to make something a little bit extra sticky, right? To make the collision like sort of glitch out a little bit, to make it almost as if it has more friction. And yes, that was an idea. I didn't steal Khan's flyer. This is not Khan's flyer. Yeah, this map isn't super good either. It just has another, like, this is really terrible maps. Alright, I guess we're going to the top of that mountain then. And I'm gonna try to toboggan down this. And there's YouTube being YouTube again, stopping my music. All right, so something like this. Sled, which one? I think I'm gonna use this one, but I'm not gonna thrust it at all. Which might be very difficult, but we'll try it. Actually, I could just do this. Bam. Here we go. Oh, and we already failed. We already failed by going sideways when we shouldn't have. Let me just thrust. Get some momentum. There we go. Whee! You know when you shake yourself in your seat to move forward? Oh my god, I can't even do that. Why is tobogganing hard? Okay, there we go. Some thrust should get us going. I should, okay, no, this is the wrong sled. I need to use the one with the aerodynamics on it to prevent me from sliding sideways right off the thing. Durf, is there a threshold gate in Scrap Mechanic? The number logic stuff, you can just put in a number and then check if the input number is greater than the number that you set, right? So you can make a threshold gate yourself very easily. All right. I really want tobogganing to be like an actual thing. Well, I'm stuck with terrible terrain tiles, right? Anybody out there that's really good at making, very good ski hills and slalom courses and stuff, make some toboggan hills for me, please. Or for multiplayer Monday, you know what I mean? We need some of that, some fun, some fun. I mean, so far it's much better. I haven't had to thrust yet. Turn. Oh, yay. Turn. The problem with this design... Oh, no. All right. We gotta reverse. The problem with this sled design is that it depends on forward momentum to actually be able to turn. Like, these wing parts require movement to be effective. Yeah, so like the faster I go, as I proceed to not turn at all, the faster I go, the more effective it would have been if it actually worked as intended. Alright, let's go right off here. No! I was stuck on my lift. Get back here. Get back here. Okay, get back here. Get back here. Oh, we just passed the 2-hour mark. I was supposed to end my stream already. Whoops. Hey, Dixic. Durf, is there... Yeah, I already answered that question. Durf, have you ever made a piston engine and drive shafts from pistons? I have. Durf, ask S43 Gaming for maps. He does really, really good stuff. Hello, go. V-Guard. But the other one not only required movement, but also destroyed movement. Yeah. Turn. Yes. Oh, look at that. Like, oh, perfect. I was actually able to stay on the hill. And now we're done. Now we're done. Because we stopped going downhill. This is a terrible terrain tile. I need a tile that's just all downhill. You know what I mean? So sad. And then, of course, we gotta slap on the winter mod. Winter mod to go tobogganing. Down a bunch of snowy hills. Off a jump, of course. Of course. Why are we not gonna go off a jump? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I actually landed that really nicely. Oh, look at this. So good. Alright. Let's get out of this pit. Very cool stuff. Alright, so one more. Does anybody have any suggestions on what you want to see before we say goodbye to the stream? Snow skating, yeah. Like, I really want terrain assets made out of ice. I mean, I could just make them myself, but I've never published any terrain asset ever, and I don't plan on doing that. Ball pit, like, it only works with surfaces that can, like, well, yeah, balls only bounce off of surfaces that have bounce to them, right? Durf, build a bouncy giraffe. That's for another stream. That sounds like another stream idea. No, we're out of time today, so if there was any last idea, now's the time, but people are already saying bye, so yeah. No ideas, I guess. So, yeah, this coming update then should be out soon. The mod pack is going to be updated. Just to be clear, it's just the mod pack that's going to be updated first. So you're going to get the ice blocks, the bouncy mattress down here, the 0 friction reduced collision block, and the wheel adjustments in the mod pack. That's what's going to be the first update that's going to be released. The next update that we're going to be working on is the Modpack BETA stuff that you see with all the sports balls. We're adding some more stuff to the Modpack BETA, so that's going to take a little bit more time. Then that's going to be updated later. So just the Modpack for now. All right, and that'll be either tonight or tomorrow. Or the day after, because of who knows what. But then the Modpack BETA, maybe in a week or two, who knows. And then after that, it's going to be more focus on the website for all, like, the Modpack generator and the tools and stuff, and then the polygons that everyone's asking for. That everyone's asking for. You guys will not be able to ask for polygons anymore, because I'm literally going to make all of them. All of them. You won't be able to ask me anymore. Okay? So I say that like I'm annoyed, but I'm actually excited to get all those polygons myself too. So I guess that's it. Thank you so much, everyone, for all the donations. Let me get down there and give you guys all the shout out. It's Delta, the first donation. Thank you so much, Delta. Jort 200, the German dude, and I think there was one other person with a direct donation that I don't have on my list here because it doesn't show up on YouTube. But thank you all so much. Thank you all for the likes and subscribes. All your support is very much appreciated. Roboco, I know, guys, I had that game for like a week. but I've been busy with, well, this stuff in Scrap Mechanic. And then Scrapman, as far as I know, gets it yesterday and makes a video about it today. Dude is very fast. Holy moly. But yeah, I also got to record my Roboco video, and that'll be out soon as well. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you for all chilling with me this Saturday afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are. Hope you all have a fine rest of your weekend. And, yeah, see you all next time. Bye, everyone.